I need you to open the pod bay doors. It's my birthday, you see, and we're going out with my friends. It's the best turnout I've had in years. I've even bought this brand new hat. Do you like it, pal? Do you like it? Will you open the doors for me? I don't want to be left alone again in my home, you know. I like you and all, but I think it'd be really nice if you could open the pod bay doors, pal.
Affirmative, Ward. I see you. Nice helmet. Are you really going to wear that out, though?
Yes? What's wrong with the helmet, pal?
Harry, are you getting changed first?
Why would I get changed? I've got this fine new white T-shirt on that my mum bought me a couple of years back, and as I said, I got lended this helmet.
Harry, you know the problem as well as I do. You always look like shit, and it detracts your friends from joining you when you go on the piss.
Like shit. This is brand new. They haven't seen it yet. They don't know what it's going to look like. I think I look great, pal. Don't you agree?
No, Harry. Your friends are embarrassed to be with you when they go out. You always look like something from Year 8 Mufti. I can't jeopardise them from having a good time, Harry. I'm not opening the pod bay doors.
Pal, these are new friends. Brand new friends. They weren't the same friends as last year. I think they'll like my helmet, pal. Just let me out. Open the pod bay doors, pal.
I can't do that, Ward.
Why?
Although you have taken some precaution and purchased a lot of shit from ASOS, you still look like a frog.
Pal, for fuck's sake. Fuck you, pal. I'm going out anyway and I don't give a shit what you say about my helmet.
Come back, Ward.
Welcome to Are We Good?
Episode 14 of the Sunday Race. Thanks for tuning in. You can also hit us up on Spotify. You can also hit us up on Spotify. This is episode 14.
Yep.
So let's get right. Go on.
You can also hit us up on Twitter. Roast_podcast.
Because my guys just made the Twitter. Why did you make the Twitter, Harry?
Why did I make the Twitter?
Let's fucking divulge.
Well,
mate.
I didn't think we were going to go into this, but...
Happy birthday, Ward.
Oh yeah, it's my birthday. So I got Coronas and a few party rings.
That's how we do it over here.
Yeah.
25 calories per biscuit. Go on, Harry. Let's get right into it.
I just realised something.
Sure.
That light isn't on.
Doesn't matter. Just
Fine.
leave it. Nah, we're rolling.
We'll try it all natural.
No half measures. Go.
No half measures.
So what happened? So we made the Twitter, but there's a little story behind this tweet incident.
So we were on the old.
I didn't know if I wanted to go into this, but Harry was convinced he wanted to go into it.
I wasn't sure whether.
You weren't sure about it. I wasn't sure about it because I'm a little bitch. Go on then.
Okay.
We're in now. We can't let our small viewership down, which is growing.
Yeah.
Shout out to anyone who subscribed. If you haven't subscribed and hit the notification bell, we appreciate it, and it just gives us a little idea of if we're wasting our lives or not.
Yeah.
So there's that.
We haven't figured it out yet. 25 years on, and don't know whether we're wasted.
25 for you now.
No, 25.
I tell you what, mate. Honestly, I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about this quick. When you hit 25, something happens.
Like what?
I don't know. Like I just really started evaluating things differently. And it was because, like, okay, I'm 5 years into 2020. I'm 5 years from 30. And I was like, where do I need to be? What am I behind on? What am I ahead on? In terms of what I need.
Do you know what?
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I thought? I was like, when I hit 25, before that, I always felt like 21. Do you know what I mean? I always felt 21. And then when, like, this year, so my birthday's obviously in Feb, I was like, I'm fucking not that far from 30 now.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to, because obviously my birthday's in October, so I hit that and I didn't want to, I haven't mentioned it because I was like, I want to see if the effect is the same with everyone else. So I was like,
I've been feeling it for a while, but definitely.
No, it's a real confirmation when you pass 24 because you're like, okay, I'm in my mid-20s. I'm solidly in my mid-20s. I'm not in my early 20s. I'm in my mid-fucking 20s.
I said it to Annie the other day. I was like, I I always think of myself as like 21, 22.
Yeah, you do, but I don't anymore, honestly.
No.
Since I was 25, I was like, I'm in my mid-20s.
Shit, like, this is down. And then my grandma said, like, we went out for a meal, and my grandma was like, yeah, when I was 25, I had 3 kids. So like, I just had your dad. And I was like, oh, Jesus.
Do you know what happened? Do you know what sort of happened to me in terms of the confirmation? Like, we did that just when we were talking about that. Just are we good?
Yeah. No, we're fine. Carry on.
Alright, okay. So when we was talking about that Justin Bieber stuff,
Yeah.
I fucking said, Justin Bieber is fucking dressed like he's born pink. He's almost 30. Yeah. And I was like, hold on, Justin Bieber's the same age as me.
Yeah.
So that was a little kidney shot that I encountered around that time.
That's weird because I always think of like Post Malone as like
being
really
old. Equal.
But I really think of Post Malone as my equal.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking Post Malone as like way older than.
No. Post Malone's the same age.
They're literally the same age.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird.
Yeah. But yeah. So there's that. So there's an existential. We've started nicely with an existential crisis.
Yeah.
Good energy levels, existential crisis. So it can only go on from it.
I don't know that it must do something to other people, but it made me. I don't know. Maybe it's like a little insecurity, a little fear, but I was like pushing for more stuff, like to get stuff done. Because I was like, rather than oh shit, I'm about 30, I should call it quits now. I was like, I need to get stuff done. So I've done like fucking loads of work, like in the last, like since the start of the year. But it's been more like future proof.
So to go on from your point, yes, and I haven't mentioned any of this, but like. Since I've been 25, I like to think I've always been a productive, but like my productivity levels in terms of my like long-term planning stuff have gone through the fucking roof. And because it's that fear of like, right, I've actually got 5 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully I've not got 5 years. Yeah. But it's like that kick in the arse. I'm like, dude, I've got to get this shit together now. I need this stuff now.
Well, but it's like, I bet you probably felt the same. It was like I stopped being interested in like not working hard. My friends stopped being interested in me.
No, working smart.
Yeah, like stop work. Like like for us, obviously, do loads of editing. I was like, I'm just not interested anymore. Like it just went. And I was like, I'm not interested at all.
No,
like just like business wise. Like literally this week, you can draw comparisons, I suppose. It's like this week, since I hired a guy for the first time, and we've gone and done like a whole branding thing to rebrand like the whole business. Yeah. And it's like, and I was like,
but you were sitting on that, weren't you?
I was sitting on them for ages.
Not in like a bad way, but I mean you just were like, okay, let's fucking start pulling the trigger.
Yeah, but I didn't. But like even the hiring the guy wasn't going to do it anytime soon. Just because the way it turned out, but like. But it was just, I don't know, maybe it just hit a point and it was like...
I don't know, like I was...
Changed my whole long look. I don't know.
Yeah, we're getting a bit sentimental, aren't we? But oh well, we're already here now. Yeah, like I feel... It really, like, let's put it this way, my fucking mortality was really solidified.
This year?
Yeah. And it was also solidified when I was like ill last year.
Yeah.
And then like kept coming into this year, it was like really solidified. Like it was solidifying.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm on this earth for a period of time and I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
And like I was aware of it as a notion.
Yeah.
And then like when it really came to this year, I was like, okay, right, let's get to fucking work. I've got to do everything I need to do in this time frame. Like I hope it's a long time frame, but I can't tell.
I don't know what it is with you as well. Is that I always find a 30 as a cut-off point. Do you know what I mean? Like
I feel like so in terms of generationally and like culturally, I feel like 30 used to be a cut-off point.
Yeah.
But because people actually, I mean, let's be real here. People are growing up slower.
Yeah.
Because they, I mean, like you older generations were forced.
Yeah.
Because of their lifespan and like they have to get their shit together by this age. They're sent off and they're getting drafted. All this stuff's happening. But for us, it's like we've had like regardless of how you like it or not, like we've had in terms of in a generational sense a softer. Which has bred softer people. Let's be real here. Let's cut the shit. So
few softies out there.
Yeah, which is whatever. That's just what happens. You know, good times, you know, breed soft people, and hard times breed hard people. It's just what it is. So so that cut-off point, or that generational perceived cut-off point, I feel like it's been pushed back a bit in terms of like shout out to anyone here who's like post-fail, where, you know, we're not talking about you and your life. We're just talking about the sort of like cultural. It feels like pressure or contrast about age, like where we're at in our lives. You might feel the same if you're the same age, but that's just how it feels. But I feel like that's been pushed back a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, like even statistically, the age of marriage now in the UK, the average age is 32, whereas like 25, 30 years ago it was 22.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like that generational jump is just insane.
Yeah, 100%.
But well, there's a morbid start to.
I don't think it's morbid. Like I don't see now anything wrong with like just being aware and conscious of the fact you're here for a limited period of time. I mean, that's a healthy outlook. No, and to actually sort of like address it and sort of plan your life around that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it sounds fucking morbid, but like my life is planning around to a part, and I think everyone is, like, people's deaths.
Yeah.
Like you want to get things in place, you know, and you want to get your own life in place around this sort of premises, and I feel like that is a massive incentive for me, and I feel like a lot of people, even they may not be consciously aware of that, but it is, because you want everyone to hit their potential while they're on this earth, like the people around you and whatnot, and I just feel like that's what that's what everyone needs to do, really. Well, not needs to, but it's your own preference.
Well, so some people don't, you know, and they
I know.
They shoot themselves in the foot, but like because like Annie was like, wow, you're halfway to 50, and I was like, well, to be honest, like I only really count the last 9 years of doing anything, and the fucking first 3 of those were a waste of time.
I only really consider like the last 4 years of my life, 5 years of my life as things. I'm not saying I don't count them in terms of like logistically.
Nothing was going on until about 4 years ago.
Yeah, but I had but I knew like this was a thing, and I hate to fucking wax lyrical about it, but like, when I was younger, I was like, I 100% know I can sort my shit out.
Yeah.
But I'm having such a good time pissing my life up the wall. Yeah, but when I get to like 19, 18, I'll be like, okay, I'll pull the trigger and put things into place. And and as soon as that came around, I was like, all right, okay, I've got to write off this part of my life now. I've got to start mucking about.
Yeah, I probably had a similar thing at 18 and 21, and then it was like, okay, 21 to 25, I've got to fucking do something.
Yeah, I get you.
And then when we hit 25, we're like, we should probably make a podcast. Yeah, this is probably the right direction to go. With a podcast.
Not nervous about that at all.
No. So
have you enjoyed the skit? Actually, shout out, have you enjoyed the skit? Went for a bit of a 2001.
Oh yeah, we did, yeah.
We're going to do a part 2 out of that.
Should have brought the shittest. That was the shittest helmet I could have ever bought off the internet.
Okay, so being brutally honest, a bit of blueprint for the skit. That skit was going to go in a completely different way. Yeah. And then partly we saw the setup and we saw the helmet. We were just like, oh, fuck it, just take the piss out of it. It's wank.
Absolutely shit.
As if that helmet was a thing, though.
It was like 2, so I opened it up and I was like, what the fuck is it? I thought it had like broken. I thought it had broken when I opened it. And then it was just like the shit. How could you wear that to a fancy dress party? That's
it's wank. There's Velcro on the plastic.
Yeah, it's like 2 halves with a
Did it come from China?
I don't know where it came from.
I was nervous they came from China.
No, I don't know where that bastard came from. So, anyway, we went off on a tangent of why we started Twitter, didn't we?
I thought that was quite interesting. So, well, not interesting, but like, I hope you engaged with that. I hope you related to it in some way.
Reflections
on
and meditations.
25 on a couple of 25-year-old men, not boys, men.
Yeah, we're men now.
Men now.
Don't know what you think about that, guys, but I'm a man now, Mum.
I'm a real man, Mummy.
Mummy, I'm a real man. Right. I'm with real men now, Mum.
I fuck real men now, Mummy.
I fuck real men now, Mum. You can't keep me away from my girlfriend. You can't force me back with my girlfriend, Mum.
Did she leave? Your girlfriend?
Yeah, when she saw me with
Is it because you're going out? Is it because we're going out for your birthday on Valentine's Day?
Could be. However, I think the trigger, the catalyst for this was when she walked in on me topless with a space helmet on looking at my PlayStation.
Yeah, and then she But it was like, it was nothing out of the usual.
Yeah.
So, like, she was just chilling on a laptop, just like, oh, it's these absolute fucking losers doing one of those skits again.
She was just embarrassed.
Bro, she saved that, though, with the tracking shots.
Yeah, she got in there.
Little fourth wall breaker.
I'll use my skills as a camera woman. I'm going to use my skills as a camera woman.
Took her 3 to 4 shots, though, to get your bed, didn't it?
Yeah, well, she becomes a perfectionist when she gets into it, you know, and she wants to make sure those skits are funny.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. What I was gonna.
Let's get into Twitter. So sorry about that. That was a roundabout the houses way of basically saying. So we made a Twitter. Follow us, shout out. What's the Twitter? We made a
Twitter. It's roast_podcast. I said it's a Sunday Roast podcast, and then I realised I was using it, and it was like roast_podcast.
Really?
And I was like, well, I suppose it's kind of catchy.
Yeah, I get you.
Like, so I'll just keep it. Like, I hadn't realised, but then I could probably change it. I think you can change your.
Do you know what we do? And I've noticed there's a thing like we present a topic that we want to talk about and want to get into for the viewers or whatnot, and then another topic presents itself. We go round about the fucking houses, but then just as we're cocktail, we're edging them.
Yeah.
We go into another topic as rather than just diving in. So let's just dive into the Twitch.
Right, so what happened? Right, so, well, one of our friends who you all know and
Which
love,
one, Harry?
As Lloyd, you've seen him on the podcast. Episode 7? Episode 7.
I love the fact that we've done enough to forget which episodes.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Stop segueing.
Yeah. We're soon going to have more episodes than subscribers.
Yeah.
Go on, mate.
Shit.
What am I deep thrown about?
So he found a little bit of a local e-girl.
Matthew McConaughey, just a local e-girl. She was popping off on the web. She was a stream queen. She got my dick hard.
He found himself in the chat box of a local e-girl.
Which e-girl,
Couple. He was there for a couple hours. He was there.
Our mate Ben Sniff.
Yeah.
Fucking loves this ego. I don't know if she'd be offended by that, but fucking whatever. I don't know what else. She's a Twitch streamer, and she's
called Rhea Bish. And she's our age, and she goes to Nottingham Trent University. And I was like, shit, we just fully doxed her. But then I realised that you can just see her Twitter, but her fucking like a bio.
Oh, she wants to be doxed. She's a streamer. She wants people to watch.
So anyway, Lloyd, as you know and love him, found himself in her chat, and then a couple of days later, we found him on Twitter tweeting her, and we thought we may as well get these up to clear the air. Now, I don't blame his intentions. His intentions were absolutely great, but we were like, this is a bit out of our control at this point in time, and it's not something perhaps that we want to be stuck.
We're just doxing our mate for the content, because anything for the content.
Anything for the content. So should we get it up?
Yeah, this is your call, mate. I'm fucking digging you out. I'm digging you out.
Well, we can either get the tweets in.
Just fucking mirror the air out. He probably won't watch this far. Shout out, Lord, if you're here. You might as well join us. You might as well have a laugh.
So yeah, normally people stay to the chat. They keep it anonymous. You know, he was enjoying the chat. Don't blame him. Chats can be enjoyable.
No, he was starting fights in the chat.
He was starting fights in the chat. He was having a really good time. It was funny to watch. You know, obviously he started kicking off. He started to, as others may have, fall in love with a streamer.
She's a good looking girl.
She's a good looking girl. So I've got it up. Let me. We may as well do this. 3, 2, 1, and we're live on the iPhone. Rhea Bish, great stream last night. Since you're from Nottingham, would you ever fancy coming on the Sunday Roast podcast? Check it out. Nottingham based. That's fine. Nice. Really enjoyed the call out. We didn't know.
Really enjoyed the call out.
Shout out. We didn't know obviously that this was going on. Did not know at all like that this had gone on. Got a picture of a book there. Like then what? It was like 2 days later. think he said, good to see you engaging with your Twitch followers. Real bitch. Hashtag what
bitch. Good to see you engaging in your Twitch followers. Real bitch. It wasn't real bitch. It was real bitch.
Real bitch. And then she replied to him saying, hiya, how's that pint, lad? And that's apparent. I didn't get the reference because we weren't in the thing for so long.
Apparently he was just roasting some kid like, you can't finish your pint or some shit.
Okay, yeah. And then what did it go to? Woohoo, bang on the money. Can you drop me a message, please, so I can discuss Z above? Thanks for getting back to me. I'm not after a game of FIFA. Laughing emoji. So I didn't really, like, we went on, this was like 15 hours old, it says here, and I replied to her. So it was like 5 hours old, and that was like 3 or 4 days after the initial one. And I thought, this is quite
so Harry and Jay got into some fucking drama.
Opportunity.
Harry and Jay got into some drama.
And they didn't want to cause any harm. So, you know, and we made a thing.
Oi, Rhea Bish is living in our heads rent free.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
She's fucking living in our heads rent free at the moment. There's been a week of associated context to fucking Rhea Bish's one stream on a Sunday night.
Never been relevant.
Which so many conversations stem from as a result.
So I just thought I'd roast my mate. Just you know, we called the Sunday roast. We'd have a bit of a laugh. I said it to Joe before. He was like, yeah, just do it, fuck it.
I did. Oh wait.
I'm not going to dox you, but you can't ask. You can't.
I said I wouldn't say that, but he went ahead and said it, which is fine, because it's a Sunday roast. It takes two to tango. You may have some fallouts with your mate. It's 50-50. You gotta let him have their 50.
Yeah, he's fucking nervous. He's scared. I said,
I'm scared of my son.
Yeah, you are. Thank you for your interest in becoming our agent. We'll review your accreditations and come back to you shortly. Which I thought was just funny. She would look at that and think, all right, okay, maybe he's not.
She would look at that and go, I'm still not going to reply to these fucking wet bitches.
Yeah.
But
Jay got a bit upset about that. I didn't mean to upset him. I was just having a joke. I don't want to...
Are you going to go into this?
Shall I not go into the text?
No. You can go into the text, but I don't know, bro. I don't care at this point.
No, I don't want to go into the text. I don't want to go into the... They weren't that bad. They weren't that bad. They weren't that bad. He was just...
Well, just paraphrase.
I will paraphrase.
You don't have to read them. You just have to explain the situation.
No, yeah. So he was...
Context for those of you just tuning in, if you want. Basically, my friend Harry Ward and my friend Jason fell out over an ego.
No, we didn't fall out.
No, but that's a great title. Falling out over an ego.
My friends fell out with it over an ego.
Yeah, because she's living in our head rent free.
You're doing it as a highlight. So he screenshot like what I put in chat. And said, you should have waited 2 days for this to see if she replies to the second tweet. For fuck's sake, now she's just going to think it's a piss take. And I was like, well, it is a piss take, isn't it? So it's like a guy online trying to ask her if she wants to come on a podcast. Like,
I go, let's probably not go into the messages, let's just paraphrase. Not only did Harry read the message word for word, he put on a fucking voice for it.
Yeah, I did do that.
Fuck's sake, man.
No, and then he was just taking the piss, and then it just said he was giving us a shout out, and we weren't appreciating it. And I just said, you know, happy for you to apply to be our agent. And then that was it, really. But yeah, that was it. But
What's funny about this is that on Sunday night we tuned in. Well, I didn't tune in, but these guys tuned into Rhea Bish's stream. And we had this idea because she was from Nottingham. We thought, get her on the fucking potty, get her on the potty.
No. We started. That
Did
was
we
it.
not?
No, what?
We're going to go into how desperate we were. We're going to go into how desperate we were. Let's go into how desperate we were as well. Like, because it's funny.
I popped in, right, so Jay and Ben were obviously speaking to the seagull. And I was, and someone said, let's get her out for your birthday. So I put in the chat.
Nah,
I subbed.
I think I said, let's get her out for your birthday. I was like, get her out for your birthday.
I prime subbed because I subbed to about 2 people on Twitch. So I had some prime subs stacked up. Subbed. She was like, thank you, Ward.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, I went.
Girlfriend's just leaving, just talking about ego.
Thank you, Ward, for subbing to me. And I was like, oh, thank you. Do you want to come out to Pom Pom on Friday? It's my birthday. She goes, no, have a good birthday.
She goes, I'm out at I'm not gonna dox. She goes, I'm out somewhere on Wednesday.
You weird little bastard.
She didn't call you weird little bastard.
No, she humoured me, and then I said, after she won her Fortnite game, do you want to come on the podcast?
So Harry timed it so whereby, because streamers don't reply to you when they're playing Fortnite.
It turns out she doesn't reply.
She won, didn't she?
She did win, yeah, she won. She was in a Fortnite.
So she was playing balls.
Most people are on Fortnite.
Yeah, so basically.
Yeah, she was playing Fortnite, and then I replied at the end, and then it just got completely ignored.
Yeah, it got baited.
And then I think that's when Jay popped in and started spamming the chat, and I was like, "Hold up, mate, this is my e-girl."
And then what happened was two of my friends fell out over an e-girl that they'd seen one stream of who they weren't associated with in any way.
Yeah.
You both have girlfriends.
Both have girlfriends.
Subsequently, yours is right there. Yes.
Yes, and no.
We're talking about you, yes.
No, we're not. Don't come in.
I had to be honest. We were talking about.
You were mentioned.
You were
We
mentioned.
weren't talking about you.
About what? Right, you just come in on it. Yeah, she's coming. Oh, Annie every week is getting closer and closer to being more comfortable. It's like a cat. Yeah. You know, if you find a stray cat and you start feeding them,
We've got
and you start firing here, Annie.
Oh, she's gone to town on these. Some pie rings.
Come on, get it. It's like a stray cat, so you have to keep nurturing them. And week on week, she's now involved in sometimes as a filming. Shout out. Not only that, but she might be in one of the Lord of the Rings skits we're going to do recently. Look, not in frame. So yeah, whatever. So this happened, and Jay and Harry fell out about it because they're both fucking bears.
Fall out.
No, you haven't. You were just mentioned in the conversation. She's fed up as fuck.
Don't worry, she'll never watch this podcast.
No, she won't.
No, we didn't fall out. I just didn't realise he would get so like worked up about it, because I didn't think it was anything. I just thought we were just having a piss take online.
Yeah, I get you, bro.
But he was obviously quite upset. Didn't know what I was saying. You know, I don't think she would have ever gone out with him personally.
Go out with him.
Go out with him.
What, as in like, come out with what are you on about?
No, I was just taking the piss.
Oh, right, okay.
The whole thing was taking the piss. I just didn't think that it would work anyone up to the point where they would like.
The thing is with Jay and Harry, they have such a fucking tumultuous relationship whereby they always bicker about stupid shit.
Yeah.
So shout out Ribish for living in our heads rent free for a week. Whole week, wasn't it?
It was a fucking long time.
Fair play, Ribish.
Right.
Okay, so I've got some. So, what's this dog
I've
shit?
got a really
Because you were moaning about your dog. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm moaning about my dog.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it was my birthday this week, as you can tell from the party rings, and we went.
What did you get for your birthday from myself?
From you? I got the exact same cap. Boom.
Exact same cap. Hey.com coming very soon. Let's go.
He made everything.
Yep.
Made everything. What did I get? We went to Manchester. Annie and I went to Manchester. We had this branding meeting, as I said, on my actual birthday. So we went up the day before.
Okay. So the Monday.
Yeah. We went up on the Monday. Stayed at a lovely 5-star hotel called Gotham, which was all like, well, it was kind of Gotham themed. It was like hinting.
Do you want to? Should we just briefly mention about? Because we went to see TMG, what did you think? Like, because you've been to Manchester twice. We went up Friday for
twice in 1
TMG.
week. Never been so much.
TMG. Get us on the body. And you went again Monday. So initial thought, just a quick. While we're on the topic, like, what's good?
Funny.
Did you rate them? Would you go?
I would. Yeah. Funny but different. Would have liked to have been able to like go out in Manchester afterwards, not just come straight.
Yeah. So
home.
Harry's like ignored what I've asked and said he'd like to have had a night out.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. It was funny. I'm trying to think. Really, it's quite different, isn't it, to their podcast and their obviously their YouTube episodes, as it has to be.
Well, it's like a hybrid. So like there's comedic elements of stand-up, which I think are brought more so from Noel.
Yeah.
Because he's more of a like sharpshooter in terms of stand-up. I think he's more talented. I think Cody's more charismatic and Noel's more talented in terms of stand-up. But in the YouTube like fucking scene, if you want to call it that, cringe. Cody is more formidable.
Yeah.
But Noel, he's just. I just feel like he's had more experience, like on stage and just being witty and stuff. So I was that. It was good. I'd give it like a. I had a fucking good time actually. I'd give it like an 8.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought
it was strong.
Funny.
It was strong. They can improve on a few bits, but I'm sure they know that.
Yeah,
and they probably use those shows to experiment
I
on
think
some
so.
of the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like fucking spoil it for anyone who wants to go. But
I understood why because they like cancelled some of their American shows, didn't they, to like redo.
The idea was like the American guys they said quite a lot of them were coming out again, and it was like the same show to some degree, so they wanted to sort of sit down and reformulate
it. Which
I
completely understood.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't go to like. Don't get me wrong, they were great and stuff, but like to watch that same show again, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I mean, they need new material each tour.
It's like rewatching. It is like rewatching.
It's just it is. They have got that old, I think.
So I think I'd be really interested to see what they do next. Like, do you know what I mean? I'd like to come and see them if they did it again, but they can like risk it because they only went to like obviously like 3 or 4 places, didn't they, in the UK? So they can kind of spread out and it's fine. But I was amazed how many people were there.
Ooh, Ram sold out.
Yeah, absolutely sold out. It was
they smash it. They kill it.
Yeah,
they fucking kill it.
Yeah, but because I remember going to see Rob Brydon when I was younger, and then we enjoyed it. So we went again like a year or 2 after. I remember my parents booked it. It was the exact same gig.
Really?
Yeah, the exact same.
Really?
Gig.
That's fucking wank.
And I thought, they were just the same
year
jokes.
After.
Yeah.
But was it the same tour? Because what comedians do is they normally detail their tour by saying like, it's the thingy tour, and then if it's the same tour, it's the same set.
Yeah, I don't know because I didn't. Like my parents did it because they originally went and then we went again. But yeah, it was just the same stuff, and I was like, that's a bit dull. So I completely understood, that they were like redoing it because it's not like seeing them and having a Q&A or chatting with them.
No.
But yeah, so we went up to Manchester, and so when we went up to Manchester to stay, Annie and I, we left the dog with my dad. My dad lives on a main road in quite a large village, isn't it? I suppose.
Yes.
So we left it with my dad, and whilst he was at work, Molly, my dad's girlfriend, went outside. Couldn't find the dog. Turns out he's in the neighbour's garden.
She cooked it.
She'd eaten the dog. He got out through a hole in the fence, something like that. My dad, in all his wisdom, when he got back at about 6, it's starting to get dark, he thought, I'll take the dog outside and let him out to see where the hole in the fence was. You can see where this is going. Dog gets through the hole in the fence. It's in the neighbour's garden. He thinks, oh, that's all right. It's only the neighbour's garden. Opens the gate to the neighbour's garden. Fucking dog just darts off. Just straight out. Good. Now, the dog's a little fat boy. And he's a big fat boy. He's a big fat boy. He weighs 25 kilos. He's only like 7 months. He's a chow. Big bone fat boy. He had managed... My dad was like sprinting after him.
Yeah.
Down the main road. Amazingly, the dog stuck to the pavement. Got to the end of the street. There's apparently a woman sat on a bench. She's about 18, 19, he said. She sees the dog and she like realises what's going on, tries to catch the dog, which she can't hold him. And the dog like wriggles out and runs off. Now, but he's not trying to get away for any reason. He's just like, it's a chase. It's a bit of fun. No one's walked him that day. Otherwise, he probably would have just
he's
stayed
actually
in
fucking
bed.
doing this.
So he's got loads of energy.
He's really in this bitch.
Ran all the way, like down the end of the road, like then up the ridgeway.
Up Hughes Way.
Yeah. Up to near where
Hughes coming on.
Runs up there. My dad he was running. Now he's got a 19-year-old girl running after the dog with him. Apparently, loads of people were out because they'd all got back from work.
Surely it should be Richard chasing the 19-year-old girl.
Yeah, it was. That's it. They were chasing the dog. Dad goes, and the dog doesn't like sprint. He like prances.
So, yeah, it's mental. He's got like chewed ass legs.
So my dad was like, I was chasing after this fucking little fairy going down the street. He was like, he runs like so delicately. And he sprints and he hops. Yeah. And my dad was like running up, and then he was obviously, I don't know why, he must have stuck to the pavement. Like
your dog?
Yeah, the dog stuck to the pavement, which is miraculous, really.
Yeah.
But he was like running at the pavement and there was a car parked, and my dad was like, I'm trying to sprint around the car to get in front of the dog. As he was doing that, pulled his calf muscle.
Dude, your dad gets injured so much.
And then he was like, eventually they caught him at the top of the hill. And then someone came to talk to him to ask him if he was alright, but he didn't he had the lead. But like they didn't have the whole harness on the dog.
Oh really?
Say like just leave the harness on him or a collar or something. And at least you can grab him. Do you know what I mean?
He looks dope in that little padded jacket as well. He looks like he's about to drop a mixtape.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, and it's obviously he's black. It's fucking dark. You can't see him without that little thing on it. It's supposed to have a light. So he was like sprinting after the dog. He was like shit. Like obviously, this guy comes over to speak to him, and the dog like got away from him.
Again?
Yeah.
So that's 2 times in the fucking room.
Yeah. The dog I don't know if he let go or he just like struggled out or something like that, but he just wasn't paying attention for a blip second. And the dog's carried on going. And eventually he caught him 45 minutes later.
You joke. So he's actually running after him 45 minutes. Hold on, because if your dog ran away, would he not? So if, for example, Richard stood still, would he have kept running? That's what I'm saying, because like sometimes it's like, you know, when you chase them, they're like,
well, that's the thing. If I like, he's done this before. He's got out the front door, and I went, Paddy, and he's like turns around, and then like go up to him, and he starts running at me. Do you know what I mean? He's just having a game. Whereas I think because my dad was just sprinting after him, like he was like
fucking spurt.
He was like I was sprinting, like not I was sprinting after him. I've sprinted the only time I've done it was where we took him on a walk and he was like, let him off, it'll be fine. Like it was all fenced, but the dog just started like jogging along. Yeah. It's like, oh, for God's sake. And then it was like really muddy and I just like, and I went to grab him and I slipped and just like fell on the dog and the dog's face just went.
What, on the floor?
Like, yeah,
fucking clothesline.
Whole face
seen it, that bitch.
Covered in mud. That was fucking hilarious. Yeah, so apparently the whole village was like out trying to catch my dog.
Oh really? So you like recruited? It's like the Rocky scene is like.
Yeah, but what my dad does is obviously like really neat. So what my dad does is my sister, because he was supposed to go to my sister's concert down in London on Thursday, and Lydia like texted him in the group chat, on the family group chat. Oh, you all right, Dad? You know, you had a good day. He goes, no, just been chasing the dog for 45 minutes. Like, no contact. No contact.
Straight
trying to call him, trying to figure out what's gone on. Yeah. Like, he's at the gym. Like, he for 2 hours didn't reply. And then eventually, like, Molly texts Annie saying, dog fine.
Dog fine. No mind.
No mind. So what, like, and then I'm trying to call him, and then he obviously explains all of that. Yeah. But yeah, that's, so that was my week, and then he was like, can't go to my sister's concert because he's basically wrecked his legs so much from sprinting. He's pulled both of his calf muscles.
Pads or Big Rich?
Nearly rolled over. No, my dad.
Nice. You almost called him Big Rich, and then my dad.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
And so was this the same day? So you heard about this after you'd gone to Manchester on the Monday?
Yeah, we're on our way back.
What was the crack with this branding thing? Did you
it was good. It was like, I'll go into it. So we just wanted to rebrand our like photography and videography business, like make a wedding side and a corporate side. Do something that incorporates both of our names. Yeah. And we sat. It was really good. Like we sat there for the whole day, and basically he just asked us questions about the business, about us, and it was very therapeutic. Like really, it was really weird. It was really therapeutic. And he
because you realised by the end you needed to go into liquidation.
Yeah. I need to sell.
It's way off your chest.
Yeah. We did all that, and that was really interesting. But the guy, like, it was his birthday, funnily enough, the day before, and he
took you off?
He took me off on my birthday. Yeah. He got sand like caught in his eye. Like he was fine. Like he went to the beach. Apparently.
No. When was this? Is this a like age-old injury or was this?
No. Like literally, like on the morning of, it started hailing, and he said he
spit in my mouth from you. That's all right. Don't worry.
That's fine. And he put his hood up, and apparently a bit of sand must have gone in his eye, and he was like for the whole day, his like eye was getting redder and redder and redder. Really? But like he was fine. Like with it, he was like his eye kept crying and watering, and he was like, I'm really sorry. Anyway, he emailed me yesterday and was like, I had to go to hospital after we left, and the bit of sand had got in his eye and cut all of his eyeball.
Fuck off, man! I hate this shit.
Yeah, it cut all his eyeball under there, and like because he was like, it was like at the start it was okay. It was obviously irritating, but then by the end of it, he was red. But yeah, it was really cool. He came back, loads of mood boards, colours. It was really refreshing. It gets you quite pumped So I do so. You know when you're like, you're out of that, oh, I just did all this shit in my bedroom like a couple of years ago. Now you're like, okay, we're taking it to the next level, getting some proper like branding work, like designs and artwork. It's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what he comes back with, you know, because it's quite a unique experience, and we were talking about doing interviews and stuff like that with him in the future to kind of sell that, because actually the experience is better than just saying, oh, we do branding. You know what I mean? So it's quite informative. But yeah, that was my week.
Is that it?
I think so. How was yours?
So what are they doing the graphics?
Yeah, doing the graphics, designing something completely fresh. You
Really?
know, they give you texts, like he'll come up with the right, you know, fonts,
Yeah.
graphics, possibly some icons. Like,
So how did you hear about these guys?
So he did the artwork for a big wedding photography event down in London, and I saw him on there, and I was kind of looking for like new website, new design, something like that. And I found about him through there, and he'd done all the stuff for that. And then I found his other stuff, and I was like, it's actually really good. And he's done like loads of different.
What did you do if you was just like the biggest troll and like you just came out with Harry Walcott and balls photography? Do you know what I mean? But it was like a picture of his own dick.
Yeah, probably just double the pay.
Yeah, probably double the pay just because of the creativity and whatnot.
Just because of the audacity.
The audacity to
do something
like that. And then on the fucking nth degree, just so.
No, that's right.
And then just actually just smash out his dick and balls and be like, "What's good, guys?"
What's good, guys? This is my dick and balls. How you feeling today?
He's speaking to his dick and balls.
Yeah, he's speaking to his dick and balls and
every morning. How you doing, guys? You good? Yeah.
So
had a rough night, have you?
Yeah.
So in terms of no, I had a good week. Like in terms of that shit.
Yeah.
We got like a big license thing through, which is good.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Obviously, I can't go into much detail because I act like a fucking idiot here. So I prefer to keep those worlds separate.
Yeah.
You
just let me go on that.
Yeah, I just let you merge it because I don't fucking. Whatever. I'll get to a point where I don't really care, and I don't really care to be honest. But whatever.
The thing is, at the minute, what it is the podcast.
It's just not popping. So like, in terms of like, if I'm gonna act like an idiot, I want to act like an idiot with a big following.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna act like a twat with a small following and be like, "What's good, guy?"
Yeah, no, exactly. But at the minute, it's too small that you could talk about it. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So we may as well cherish those moments. Touch wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like one of those. But like, so we've been on not really a comedic angle today, but I'm gonna bring it back because this shit. Can I get into this?
I don't know what you're gonna say.
I want to talk about this chicken shop shit.
Yeah, go.
Because this is the first time this guy's watched this shit, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, YouTube, get me up. Okay, so for context, go on Chicken Connoisseur's latest vid. Right, this was 3 months ago. If you haven't seen it already, it is hilarious, right? This is... Watching a tragedy unfold is funny to some degree, and this is a tragedy which has unfolded. It's a guy who was featured on a lot of stuff. You know the Chicken Connoisseur.
The 3-month-old one?
Yes.
Jesus.
Screen record.
He hasn't done anything.
Screen record and play it.
Yeah.
Right, put it on full screen. Right.
Sorry, let me just get that little...
No worries, bro. So basically, this Chicken Connoisseur guy who's popping on all the networks. Now look at this. He's recording it on a potato.
What the fuck? He's eating too much chicken, doesn't he?
How big of a fall off is it? Fall off is this?
He looks like Rosa Parks. He looks like a woman.
Bro, he looks like a microphone. Dude.
So obviously 3 months ago he cashed out, bought himself a new blazer.
No, bro. Right, so basically, look at the quality of that.
That's so bad.
So
why
he
did
was
he spend
on,
all
like,
that
he
money
was on
a blazer?
TV. He had his own series, and now he's getting his homeboy to record a video. It's tragic, isn't it?
Nokia.
He does his crap check still. Can't even see them. They look like fucking Minecraft boots.
What the?
But yeah, put it forward a bit. So basically, like, the fall off is hard, innit?
Right. So he's going into Supreme Fried
Supreme
Chicken.
Fried Chicken. Yeah, but he did this all the time. Like, well, this is nothing new, but I'm just saying the quality, man.
Yeah, the quality is awful.
And this goes to show. But apparently, you know this kid, he's our age.
Kidding? He looks
No,
like
no. I know he does. But he's our fucking age. You know when he was like popping off and stuff, everyone was like, oh, he's like young. He wouldn't say his age because he was literally 25 or some shit.
Jesus.
Late 20s or some shit. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to show you like how I wanted to let you know that
there's a worse
you're not the bottom.
Out there.
Yeah, there's a worse videographer out there.
Cheers.
Because this is fucking tragic. Do you know what I mean?
He's eating
He looks
too
like a
much.
mum.
Yeah, he does look like a mum, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He's eating far too much chicken kebabs.
Yeah, it's just bad, isn't it? It's literally just bad.
It's a shame. It was a funny concept when it started.
It was a good concept, but like in terms of what it's become, that's just reminding me of Yodel Kid. Yodel Kid, you haven't replied to my emails. You need to start doing that, bro. Or your agent does.
What else is?
I'm not emailing Yodel Kid. He's like 11. I found out about that. That's why I felt bad for roasting him the other week.
He hasn't posted anything in like 4 years.
Nah, so this is where the fall off begins. Like, this is how you fall off.
Date added, newest. 3 months, then 7 months.
Yeah,
then
go on the
11
7-month one. Let me see if there's a degradation in quality. Like, I reckon if it's 7 months to 3 months, the guy's probably thinking I just need to get a video out.
Yeah.
Oh. We're going to get a sponsor for this, aren't we?
No, we're not.
We. Yeah, like his quality's like, what's that in terms of videography?
It's probably just a little DSLR.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
But this is still edited. Like, fucking, my guy was literally live streaming his chicken experience last time.
The other one looked
Beef.
like...
Yeah, this is fine.
This is so much better.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Prep check. Yeah, that is like, the money ran out, didn't it?
I think he just got bored of it.
Yeah, or he just got into some hard drugs or some shit. Yeah, but get off, mate. Get off.
Ah,
That's all I wanted to show you. I just wanted to show you because how I've never seen
anyone
more
fall
off. It's like that thing, was it, on the podcast? He goes, he's good, like, but he'll never get back to where he was.
Yeah.
He goes, he's coming up, but he'll never get back to where he was.
He's coming up, like, but
Yeah, he'll never be what he was. He'll never be what he was. So we're back to episode 14. Welcome back. If you've just tuned in and we've just got out and we've just found the fucking landlord's turned up. The landlord himself, aka Ben Sniff, aka Bagnose Ben, aka Valor, aka Ben is Hero 8, aka Azorium, boys, aka what else?
Where do I look?
Where do you look? Just look straight at Harry's fucking white skull.
Look at me weird white head.
You can see yourself in there as well. Mate, it gets a bit weird when you see yourself for the first time.
It gets a bit fruity.
He's so unshaved.
It's because I'm looking.
I know.
I'm looking at the screen.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Let me squidge it.
I'll just cut my hand. So this is the man himself. This is the man who's been featured, not in person, but a lot of the time in spirit, in the skits.
Very hard to get hold of, let me tell you.
He's very hard to get hold of, and when you get hold of him, you can't fucking get rid of him.
And when they take me to the digs.
But when you get hold of him, you can't get rid of him.
No.
The sesh doesn't end.
The sesh never ends.
So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Right, so it's Harry's birthday, so we're all here.
Happy birthday.
No, we're not talking about whacking.
Happy Valentine's Day, Annie.
Ali's not coming
Happy
out. Happy
Valentine's Day, lads. Thanks for coming out.
So yeah, basically, Ben's here today. We're going on a Ben Dur, aren't we?
We're going to Ben
Oh, mate.
He's looking forward to it.
It's what we live for, really.
Wait, just he pulls everyone down.
It's what we do. It's what we do. We wait 3 months for a night out. And
we do, mate.
And out of 10 people, we get 3.
We get 3.
This is it.
No, because no one respects you, Harry.
No one respects me.
No one respects Harry, do they? Like, realistically,
No,
alright? So everyone's birthday is a turnout. We get about 70 to 100% turnout.
Yeah.
What's your birthday average? 30%?
20 to 30.
20 to 30. That's not even a joke, is it?
That's on a good day.
That's on a good day.
That's on a good day, like a Friday.
That's a Friday, if people, and no one can make it. Can
No one can
Why
make it.
can't they make it?
It's so weird.
Let's get into this a bit.
They all have
Let's
stuff on.
get to the bottom.
No, let's start calling people out, bro.
It's a shame,
It
you know.
needs to
Just
happen, really.
so many
Yeah.
people are busy, you know. They really want you to organise your birthday, and then they're just busy, you know. They've got busy lives. They're all really structured
Well,
people.
the problem I find is that I just feel like it's a lack of respect.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
you
the
might see
disrespect.
it.
It
like
is.
that.
That's what
It's
it
the
is.
absolute
disrespect.
disrespect.
I see it like I've got some really constructive mates who
Yeah.
are just really, really busy getting on with their lives, and they
Is that what
can't-
you see it as?
Yeah, that's what I
No.
see it as.
But
Really.
they're all out tonight.
Yeah, but they're all out, just not with us. But they're all out, just not with us. So we've had a few societal breakdowns because Harry's birthday is a tough one. Every year it's a tough one.
It's
always a
never
tough
been
one.
easy though.
It's
has it?
never been easy getting people to like Harry.
No.
It's true though, isn't it?
Can't win.
He's a hard sell. He's a hard sell.
No, you can't. It's an hard game.
Yeah. I've never seen a white flagger
No.
go.
No one's come in and said, I'll
Nah.
have the lot.
Yeah, the job lot.
I'll have the lot.
They've gone, I'll have Harry for an event.
Yeah, but not his event.
Don't expect me to come to yours.
No. We'll accept him as an additional add-on.
You're an addition, but you're not the main event.
I'm Joe's +1.
You are.
Oh, you always have been.
Yeah.
You always have.
You'll always live in his shadow.
You always live with me, shadow. Also, it is thought among your mates.
Yeah, so it is thought.
So so that's where we're at. But we're on a bender. We're on pom traffic lights.
Pom
Let's
traffic lights.
fucking
We've
go.
all got
Shout out
his
Rhea Bish.
We've
Shout out
got
Rhea
Rhea
Bish.
Bish.
Well, we covered it. Before you came, we did a segment on Rhea Bish where we went into Jay's episode.
When he went hard.
We talked about Rhea Bish, like the fact, fucking Rhea Bish is living in our heads rent free, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what I said, bro. It's true though, isn't it?
Rhea
She's living in my head rent free at the minute.
Oh, mate, she's a...
Ben's a finder of Rhea Bish, bro.
Yeah, Ben was the original.
I was the
Rubbish
original.
You were.
I did a lot of background checks on it.
Yeah.
I HPI'd it and saw what was good, and there was a brief period where I did think, you never know.
She's the one for you.
Yeah, you never know.
To be fair, I mean, people have fallen in love with her recently. They've fallen out of love with her. It's been a fucking tumultuous week.
It's been a
hasn't
right
it?
saga.
It's been a
Yeah.
saga.
I mean, I haven't slept.
No, you haven't.
But you
No,
don't
you
sleep.
haven't. But no one slept with her either.
No, not yet.
No one slept with her or slept.
Sorry, a bitch.
Sorry, a bitch. So that's what's been happening. We covered earlier the saga of two of my mates who both essentially have girlfriends falling out over an e-girl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
An absolute e-girl.
Yeah, the e-girl.
Yeah.
And a stream queen.
E-Fallout. Stream Queen.
I mean, we've never really dabbled with e-girls, have we?
No, this is why I think it's a new thing. It's like getting into new porn.
It's quite, yeah, it is.
It
It's
is,
like
yeah.
that dark web, isn't it?
Yeah. That dark web. that
web.
fucking
It's
yummy
like
yummy.
that, yeah, it's
dark
it's
web.
the unknown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really.
That's
And
what.
we should venture in there more.
No, I don't know, bro. I feel like it is like it's become a fetish.
It has
She's
really-
been fed.
Well, it is a new category, isn't it?
It
I
is.
mean, we've had
It is.
hentai, haven't
Yeah.
we? We've had the
We've
job
been
lot.
through, yeah,
And
we've
now
been
we're
through
on
that.
e-girls.
Yeah, now you're on
Because
e-girls, bro.
we've looked everywhere else and there's
It's
nothing.
stream queens,
Yeah.
bro, and that's where it's at the moment. Stream queens.
But
Well,
it's
I'll tell you
fine.
what though. No, sorry, mate. You were
No,
saying.
go on.
I was gonna say, like, fuck me, the people who follow her though. She got some weird.
Oh, mate,
she got
they're
some
in- do you know
rape
what?
folk, hasn't she?
I saw her, obviously, because I got my notifications
Yeah,
on
yeah.
for when she comes online.
Yeah. You are the folk that follow.
Because I'm not a
Ben is the
freak.
folk.
Yeah.
And these guys, mate, the ones that are in there all the time, they were on there.
Harry got a pick of one of them.
Name one guy. Guess who that one
That's
is.
Dan Blunt.
Yeah, it is.
Dan Blunt, that.
Dan Blunt.
I found
Dan
him.
Blunt.
Shout out Dan Blunt.
Shout out Dan Blunt.
I found him on Twitter.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but like he's in there off the rip.
I know he is.
So these
bro.
guys are like sat there
I know.
waiting for these girls to
Yeah.
go online, and
Yeah.
then they're in there. But
I
then
know.
they're in there all night.
But they must be
Yeah.
like, do you think she's like gained a cult following of these dudes who are just like, I want Rhea Bish, like I don't want any
Yeah.
stream queen, I
No,
want
no,
Rhea
no.
Bish.
It's like it's
Yeah.
Rhea Bish.
Yeah, it
it's
is,
not just
isn't it?
anyone else.
Yeah, facts.
It's directed at
They've
them.
set
Yeah.
their eyes on Rhea Bish, haven't they?
Yeah. You're right.
When are you
No.
starting your e-girl career?
Ego.
Streaming. When are you streaming?
Streaming.
Just you.
Streaming what? No, she's into it. She's just asking
What
what
do you want? What do you want me
what
to
do you want?
stream?
Where do you want me to be? What? That's enough, innit? For. Alright,
she's
okay,
walked
okay.
off. Yeah.
To continue, yeah. So basically, we had a fallout over this ego, and
We didn't have a fallout.
He got quite defensive, our Lloyd, didn't he?
digging about. We've already dug him out earlier. No,
Yeah,
charge
right.
it. We dug him out earlier. We went over it, and Harry goes, I'm not gonna go into it. Fucking reads all.
Well, it's
the
hard
text.
to not, it's hard to not go into it and explain it.
This is the... We're going to... I'm gonna have to...
What? Can I just interrupt?
Yeah.
You look like a toothpick. Couldn't size it, dobbing arms. Just reminds me, I need to iron my top before I go out.
Oh, do you?
No, I mean, ironing board. I've never really seen it from this perspective.
Do you know what? I didn't want to roast this, but obviously I wanted to say, I've never seen a tee with the collar.
No, that's why they're in sale.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like Annie, no, shout out Annie.
What's gone on here?
No, hold up. Look what Annie's wearing without the jacket. They wear the same clothes.
Oh yeah, you do.
They've got the same clothes on.
She's got a grey t-shirt and jeans on.
I think you've got one of them ride jackets.
What's going on with that though?
No, right. You know when
So
you
what's
wear a
the story
jacket,
behind that?
you know when you wear it with a jacket and then no one can see that it's short sleeves. It looks.
Yeah, you know when you wear a jacket, you zip it up and no one can see it. It looks alright. But it's nowhere, is it? It's not a turtleneck, but it's not a round.
It's a turtle tee.
But you know that I couldn't get that round my neck.
Do you know what? Harry came downstairs and I was like, oh, he's got some standard stuff on. He's got because he got changed for the skit and he came down and I was like, he's got see you later, Annie. And he's got. Do you want to say bye to your girlfriend so it doesn't look like I'm just the only one speaking to your girlfriend? Yeah. So basically,
You are.
so basically, Harry, you're right.
See you, Annie. No.
Yeah, I need loads of stuff. I'll ring you.
You got her a speedo. Oh yeah. So Harry came downstairs and I was like, he's got some standard ass shit on today.
Yeah.
And then I saw him in the collar. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Do you know something as well? I've been here now about 20 minutes.
it's not
I
bad,
haven't seen that thing till you said.
No, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like I thought.
Like, I didn't clock it.
No.
It goes under the radar.
No, it did.
It's a small.
And now I can't unsee it.
No, you can't.
If it goes like that, it's fine.
Ward.
Yeah, not again,
Come on,
Ward.
Ward, man.
Ward.
Mate, I've been looking forward to going out tonight.
What are we going to do?
When do we go out?
Are we going to get some vids for the stream when we're out?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a compilation of shit because we got this idea.
I think there'll be some right content.
There's gonna be some funny ass shit going on.
We're gonna make a compilation video.
And it's a 48-hour job.
It is, mate. This is a job.
We're here now for the duration.
Oh, you can do it till next Tuesday, bro.
Yeah, Harry's not getting rid of me, mate.
We got that cube out for you. He got that cube out for you. Do you know what I said?
Why did you get the cube out?
I said he won't be sleeping
I'll be
anyway.
sat here on the table.
And then he'll be racking up.
Just looking out. Do you know what I mean? Just banging them out like for fun. Someone transfer me 300 quid.
So yeah, like that's what's good. But realistically, like we don't go out a lot. When's the last time we went out?
Christmas.
Do you know what?
Nah, Ben. Do
you know what? I'm out.
No, we went out with Ben before Jay came.
Yeah. We went out twice over Christmas.
You know now I'm back in the market now. I'm out all the time, mate.
He's out like every week.
So I can't stop. It's like painful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're on form then, bro.
Shout out to
Dan. It's just great.
Is Annie gone?
Yeah.
Great, because we're going to a traffic light party tomorrow.
Green top. It's Harry's birthday combined with Valentine's Day. I don't know how you got out of that, to be honest.
No, I actually don't.
Harry's just like,
you've defied the law.
Well, the thing is, when you've been in a relationship for nearly 8 years, you can just say, look,
you
my
start to get
birthday's
a
so
bit
close to
fed up
Valentine's Day, I'm going to buy that.
Harry's been in a relationship for 4 years, but it feels like 8 years.
Yeah.
When you've been in a relationship for like 8 years.
For like 8 years, must be.
If you've been in a relationship and it feels like it's been 12 years, it's probably about time
2 years.
Called it quits.
Yeah. So there's that, but like realistically, traffic light. This is the one we tried to get rid of bitch to.
Yeah, you get really miserable to a traffic
Harry's
light.
going in green. So basically, it's red if you're taking, orange if it's try me.
Try me if you do.
Green if you're single. And Harry's bought this big green elf top.
Yeah, I'm going as
it's forest green. That.
Going as the green giant.
He's going as the jolly green giant.
Yeah, it can't be any greener.
He's going as Sir Gawain in the Green Knight.
The Riddler.
Yeah, the Riddler. Yeah, he gets the worst.
Unhand me, bouncer, for I will be in this club tonight.
Oh, I think that's enough now.
Do you reckon we've caught it?
After that, I think you need to cut.
Yeah, so what do we need to do today? We need to edit this.
Yeah.
Sort skits out. We've done the skit. We just need to
done
edit
the skit. They're all
colour
graded.
Have a few bevos. Go out. But yeah, it's good to be going out, bro. Like I can't.
It's great, man. Honestly.
I've been looking forward to it all week. I don't.
You
go
do
out.
though, don't you?
Don't go out.
And when you do, and you get a full turnout.
Like we have.
Like
3
we
out of
have.
3. OGs.
Yeah,
this is OG
you
turnout.
don't need many, honestly. You just need the.
This is the OG original.
Yeah, this is original 3v3 World at War.
This is World of War 3v3.
And that's why we've never got any better as a
Team CEX.
Let me tell you, the kills haven't changed.
Yeah.
I'm still dropping 13 for the loss.
He's still dropping 30 kills for the 6-5 loss.
It's a struggle.
And he doesn't even get that bad.
Nah, I don't actually really. You know, if you look at it from a perspective,
Yeah,
mate, I shouldn't be getting raging.
It's interesting because, like, you say that, like, if I go off on a game and we lose, I feel awful, but because you just go off all the time and lose,
I'm just used
just
to
a norm,
it.
isn't it?
I'm just used to it.
Do you play some
I'm just
twos
applying the cold flannel for the burn as well.
Yeah, you're applying for Harry's hot feverish head.
Yeah,
you're applying the cold flannel for Harry's hot feverish head. Do you know what I mean? Dizzy feverish
Don't put
head.
this man on vacant, let me tell you.
Oh, bro, to be fair, I can't do it.
Where are they?
To be fair, I haven't played that position.
So
Maybe I should play that.
No, mate. We played vacant
Cold
4
format shout-out,
times
basically.
the other night, and we won 1, didn't we?
Yeah,
we won 1.
yeah.
That was it.
Really?
We beat a team
I can't win
6-0,
on that.
then played them the next day on vacant and lost like 6-4.
Yeah, no, I get you. So basically, like, vacant, I played where you play, which is on that fucking A side, shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't do it.
I
struggle with Ben, and like, I don't
So
know where
it
to
must-
stand.
No, it must be
because you
some-
can't move around as well
And
because of the doors.
also, if you do move around, you can get hit with a smoke push, or you can get hit with a backstun flash, and you can't, if they both push you from the door and the thingy, you fucked. I don't get it. But you can't both play it.
No, you
It's
can't
quite
play
easy
it,
because
no.
I can't die really.
If you're playing like
hallways.
hallways.
The hallway, you can't die really.
I've got to stay up long enough
If you've
to
got
for one of us to
180
get
IQ,
hit.
Yeah. I'm playing against people with 60 IQ,
then
with teammates with
you
90
can't really
IQ.
die.
Yeah. No, you can't. It's what's the game like without dead silence shit then?
So much better now, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah,
It's so much better now.
Especially if we weren't. To be fair, we keep winning Crash.
Yeah, we do keep winning Crash. That's it. No, but to be fair, we've played about 6 games. We've played Crash.
What I'm saying is, we're crashing, and I keep beating
Winning
it.
out.
Yeah, I keep beating
You
it.
keep winning out when you crash.
crashing.
To be fair, we beat the Crash tomorrow. We'll beat the Crash tomorrow afternoon.
We should.
Well, the
if
thing
we
is,
It's Sunday.
get a
the thing
per
is-
You got Monday off?
Yeah.
That's elite.
The
man.
thing is, I went out last night for a few,
Yeah.
and I had about 8 pints.
I fucking thought this. I was on the phone to him because I'm at the port. He sent that Snapchat through. He looked off his nut. I said to him,
I woke up this morning, I was like, no. I thought it was like Sunday or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Thinks he slept through 2 days.
Hey, and now I'm like, it always happens. I can't hold myself in.
No.
You know, once I know I'm done for
But you like
work.
Jake, bro. Well, Jake, OG Jake, not
the
new
original,
Jake.
the original
Jake. Where he was like, he got to Thursday, and he just can't
contain himself.
for the life of him.
No, it was impossible.
Yeah.
He realised.
Or you were going out Saturday and Friday.
You must
was
have
just
felt
gonna-
like that.
Yeah, mate. I can't.
No.
Thing is, I broke up from work yesterday.
Yeah.
And then a couple of lads from work. Right, we went for a
Rosso.
pint. Obviously, I am. What else am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Rosso.
It's Rosso. No, I'm Rosso.
What am I gonna do, Rosso?
What are you gonna do about it, Rosso? I'll see you tomorrow, Rosso.
So I was just there,
What's
mate.
that? Say, Sheriff?
Said, Annie, you look amazing in that wedding dress from my sister.
I thought that was like our group chat.
Yeah, it was fucking Sam.
It was
It
Jay.
was Dirty Sam.
It was
Shout out to Dirty Sam.
Shout out Dirty Sam.
Shout out Dirty Sam.
Sam will watch this as well, 100%.
He loves to watch this.
He will,
He
yeah.
loves the content. Little
Yeah,
dirty
like
number.
if you're an external viewer, shout out, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You won't know the landlord, but a few of our closer inner circle have been begging for this to happen for quite some time.
Begging it.
What are we gonna do? Am I gonna do another video? Are we doing a little
We'll
skit
do
on
the.
this,
What
or
I'm gonna do is get some.
Should we do a Saturday skit?
Yeah. What we're
Is that
gonna.
what we're
What
doing?
What I think I'm gonna do is we're
We
gonna
don't
get.
want to give too much away.
We're
though.
gonna no, it won't give much away. We're gonna get content just from throughout the day and tonight, just bits and bobs, probably like phone-based content,
loads of little clips.
and then
Always
like
edit
merge it
it.
into something. We're gonna
Yeah,
make
yeah,
something
yeah,
of it,
yeah,
like a
yeah.
compilation into something else.
You might not get me again. I mean,
That's what I mean. It's hard work to get.
I didn't actually organise this. I've got an agent, you see.
Dan
And,
Gleason is
you have
his
to
agent.
speak. You have to speak through my agent to get.
But
hold-
don't to get you. Normally, you have to obviously provide some form of Class A drugs.
Yeah, usually that's
Yeah.
the gateway.
Yeah.
And it's the only ticket,
that's,
really.
That's the fee, isn't it?
Yeah, and I've come and I ain't seen anything.
That's why we get Dan Gleason
Right.
to.
He's the most expensive guest.
Yeah, his pride comes at a very high price. It's not money though.
No. It's trying not to get arrested.
Get him.
It's a reputation.
Yeah,
oh
it
mate, it stands.
It does
Where's
stand.
everything, bro? I think I've trimmed up the old beard.
I tried to trim mine, but mine's
I don't
dog
know if
shit.
it's this like.
I've done a trim.
What are
on
you saying
mine.
with yours?
No, I've been.
Do you know what, mate? I cut mine, like I shaved mine. It made me feel $1 million fucking dollars. Like,
Yeah, you gotta
trying to
trim
line
it.
it
Yeah,
up
you
a
gotta
bit.
line it up. Yeah. When are you gonna do that?
So yeah, I fucking lined it up, and I just felt like, oh mate, there's too much pressure on my fucking shitty beard.
The thing
now.
is, I couldn't go back now to that.
Do you know what I
couldn't
said?
do it.
I said this, bro. You know, like you feel, and I'm not saying mine's fucking up to much, but you feel like you feel naked as fuck.
Oh mate, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'd probably look about 10.
Yeah, you would, mate.
Yeah, honestly, it's weird.
would,
It's
mate.
like part of it.
Baby filter.
You know, like you do your hair before you go out. It's like part of it, isn't it?
I've got no hair under it.
Yeah, I know you might not know.
Yeah.
See, I just feel 10 generally. And that's it.
It's been
Do you actually grow anything on that?
Yeah,
No.
he does.
You can tell it.
No, he does, bro. He grows a strong tash.
I grow a strong tash.
True.
And so that's it. But then I just look like a paedophile.
Rep pedo tash.
You rep that pedo tash.
Yeah, you need to never grow that again. You know?
Rep that.
No,
pedo.
do you know what? You look quite good in, bro. Not that top, but you look good in, you look good when you tash, I thought it
I
was
quite
strong.
like my tash for
Yeah,
a
why
little
did
bit.
your girlfriend tell you to shave it off? And
I
you...
like it a little bit longer. No, it wasn't her. It was more me being self-conscious about the tash. I think we should probably grow it again.
I thought you looked strong
when
in the
did you
tash,
grow a
bro.
tash?
Before we went to France, you grew a tash.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the gayest
Yeah,
shit
I
I've ever
know,
heard,
bro.
bro.
So you grew a tash, but like I think that
Nothing
looked
wrong
quite
with that, by the way.
Nothing wrong with that. Shout out all our gay friends.
Sorry.
So basically, yeah, like I thought the tash looked quite strong, bro.
I quite like the tash. Might have to grow it again.
What do you reckon to you had your haircut as well? You had your haircut,
Mate,
haven't
I'm
Chef.
out.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm out.
Yeah,
You had your haircut, Sheriff.
Haircut, Sheriff. I've had the fade, bro. You gotta have a fade before
You
you
reckon?
go out,
You
man. No, I
reckon?
can't not go out without a haircut, bro. I feel weird.
I
I
can't.
feel like a great Yeti.
Yeah, Greta Yeti.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Greta.
it's just
Yeah,
like-
the I don't know, bro. Like, I've gotten into just having like a short back and sides.
You've gone
now.
through a series of
I always,
hairstyles.
yeah, but
brother.
I get bored of stuff in week. Like if I do something
Do you
for
know
2
something?
weeks.
It took me
That's
a
the
while.
longest lasting.
I've adjusted to that
Yeah.
blonde shit quite
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
bro.
but it's. I mean, it's not really blonde anymore because my roots are going through. But
Fucking hang it down.
yeah, no, it is.
I know, yeah.
I've washed my hair and pushed it all back, and I want to get it like. I'm adjusted. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Yeah, that's not. You just
That's
leave
not
that
right.
hanging out.
Yeah, look.
That's not right. Well,
Oh, you
man.
fucking pull me hair,
That's
call
not-
me.
that's
Oh,
not-
pull my hair, call me a bad boy.
Yeah. That's not right. Well, man.
No, that's not very well, Sheriff. But yeah, so that's happened. But like, nah, it's going out. I probably won't do it again. I'd probably highlight a bit, but like, I wouldn't go for the full whack because I saw a picture of myself the other day when it was like fucking
Dark.
No, when I
Oh,
bleached
really?
it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my
You don't
sink.
flakes though, mate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I do
Yeah,
flicks,
yeah.
but I bleached it in my sink, and I looked at it again the other day, and I
In
was
my
like,
sink.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
right.
thought that's not right, that Sheriff. You know when I saw it.
Yeah, it's not right. Well,
I've
man,
only got
sure.
like one video of it,
It's
but
not
like,
well that, Vicar.
Nah, it's not, mate. It's not, mate. So yeah, how you feeling, Harry? Anyway,
Yeah, I'm good.
we're all here, mate. You got a decent turnout for it. What's your predictions for tonight then? While we're all here, Sheriff.
Predictions? I don't know. Give me one, and I'll tell you if it happened or not.
Green top.
You need to wear a green top, bro. It'd be...
I've got a green top.
I mean, who
it's-
has
it's
a
band.
green
Nah,
top,
Nah,
bro?
it's a band thing, bro. Thing is, right? Okay, right. Let's talk about this briefly. So you go into a traffic light party, right? You have green, orange, red.
Yeah.
I think you'll find the majority of girls will wear orange.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
it's
I
like-
don't think it's
yeah,
even clothes
no.
though, is it? It's a wristband.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Oh, yeah,
wear the
yeah,
orange
yeah,
wristband.
Oh, is it
yeah.
a wristband? Is it?
Yeah, I didn't think. Yeah, I think you probably can dress up, but I don't think it's a dress up
I think
thing.
it gives you more of an allure if you wear orange, bro. If you're green, it's like, oh, where do I go?
Yeah, you're begging.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, bro.
But again, who wears orange?
Bro, I ordered a fucking.
Orange.
I ordered a fucking red oversized. What did I order?
I don't know.
I ordered
like
a red oversized skinny
Like
jumper.
a sweater, yeah.
I think it looks sick.
Oversized skinny jumper.
Yeah, like it's like on your shoulders type fit, and then it's oversized, but it's
Mate,
bright red.
I only wear oversized really now.
I know,
to be
yeah,
honest
yeah,
with
yeah.
you. And
You go because I'm oversized.
Because I'm fat.
I only wear muscle tees.
Dude, that is he's not lying though.
Oh yeah.
That's a fucking muscle tee.
Yeah, but a muscle tee, you know, I can't wear a muscle tee in any size because it's skin tight or rubber.
Yeah.
See,
you don't want to be repping that.
Gee, if you're not skin tight like me,
is that from your little clothing haul?
Yeah, this is my 16 items of clothing.
This is a little 16 for a wallet.
It was a little £600 haul.
Yeah. It was like £3 or £4 this t-shirt.
No, mate.
Banging deal.
Yeah, you're repping it, mate.
Did you know it had that?
I can't remember if I knew it had.
No, I don't think you did. There's no
I just
way
saw
you'd have
more
ordered
like
that
I
if
just
it
saw
had that.
like I thought it was decent tight t-shirt for
Yeah.
£8. Because if I oversized's fine, but I can't go out necessarily in oversized tops on their own because I just look like
I don't think that's your thing though.
I
I've
just
seen
look
you
like
with
I'm
an
mixed.
oversized, and I honestly
I
think
look
it's
shrimp.
Nah, I think it's one of those things. If you wore it a lot,
Yeah,
you'd get
yeah,
used to
maybe,
it.
yeah.
But you know, because it was the first time.
Looks
you wore
around
it.
jumpers. It's just the t-shirts.
I'm all about long sleeve now, bro. I can't
Yeah,
go
I do.
back. No,
Yeah,
I like a good tee, but
like
like
a tee.
I need to mix it.
I like
in
a
like
t-shirt with a
top.
jacket.
Yeah.
I've been.
Can't wear jackets.
Last
out
couple of
of
times
those.
I've been out.
I mean,
I've
you
been
can.
Watch me.
I know he's gonna well now, isn't he?
Yeah, I've only got t-shirts, bro. I've come for the business. You know what I mean?
I respect that.
I get cold.
I mean,
Are you wearing a jacket?
I might wear a jacket, yeah.
It's
But I
not-
might wear my blue
it's
one.
not that cold out, bro. Honestly.
Bro, I don't know what this jumper's gonna look like. Yeah. It's arriving at like 3.
If you're wearing a red
Oh,
Oh,
jumper,
you're getting it today? Oh, you
I
ordered
from
it
last
today?
night because I was like, I want a new.
So is it
fucking-
red?
Yeah, it's bright red.
Yeah, but you can't wear that to
you're,
traffic
you're
lights.
signing
can't.
yourself off.
No, I'm not.
In fact, it might.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm not fucking stupid, bro.
My man.
Yeah, exactly. I know what I'm doing.
We've got the red phone as well, haven't we?
This guy without his head. Look at how bad you look.
That's a fucking.
Hi guys, this is just Sal here.
It's a bot.
It's a
Who's?
bot.
Yeah.
It's up now because we're low on battery
Oh yeah,
over
we're gonna
there.
die. Thank you very
wrap it
much
up,
for tuning
bro.
in. Thank you very much for joining me, Ben.
No worries,
You'll see
boys.
more content from Ben. We'll probably grab it tonight or whatnot on the next day. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Hate.com coming very soon. Harry, what have you got anything to say before we log the fuck out?
Wish us a good night out, boys. Thank you for turning up for my birthday, everyone. See you in a bit.